Okay. Okay. All right. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So I know where the technical difficulty lies then. Between the keyboard and the chair. That'll be me. And can hear me. Look. Have I cracked it or cracked up? Who knows? Oh, dear. I sometimes question most of my life choices at the best of times, and I worked 20 years in IT. You'd hardly think, can't even press the right buttons. Anywho, that's okay. Hi and welcome, everyone. I have had an absolutely wonderful conversation with myself for the past 10 minutes or so. So sorry about that. I will learn to do these things a little bit better over time. Maybe 10, 20 years? Oh, no, not that long. I won't be, I might be around still then. Anywho, welcome for you watching live, and in the live chat, I can see a couple of people there. Say hi in the live chat if you wish to. You don't have to. And tell me where you're from or why. No, you don't have to tell me why you're here. There could be a multiple number of reasons. My family's in the rest of the house. That's why I'm here. Shh, don't tell them. They don't watch these shows anyway, so it's okay. So look, say hi if you wish. You can chat if you wish. If you don't, that's okay. You can watch me do stuff with things. I don't really know what I'm doing today, whatever time it is for you. But here it's night time. It says Rocktober, but that's only because I forgot to update the graphic to I don't know what the heck I'm doing. The title's a bit long and it'll probably go down a bit there. Look, I'm just going to get rid of that and move over to here because I should be using my Stream Deck because OBS is working with Stream Deck now, which is lovely. All right, so let's have a look then. I've got Cakewalk open, and I'm not really sure why. No, I do. It's oh dear. I've created an album cover and I've got a title for a song. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah. No, I have got a basis for a song. Now, this is an interesting one for a few reasons. And let's go back to here I'll give you a reason why I'm doing this song for a couple of reasons. It is Rocktober, so look, any excuse to do a rock song, really. Don't update OBS; it's just nasty. Well, tonight is the reason why. There's hot fixes coming through all the time, so it's interesting. The reason for this song. One of my videos I did for Songtember was something completely different because I had to do something for a singing student of mine, which was a classical piece from Mozart, Lacrimosa. Now, Lacrimosa is Latin for tearful, and it is part of Requiem, which is all about death and dying and that stuff, but also the comes from the Christian roots of celebration of life. So it's more of a funeral type thing. And I've done lots of requiems over the years and that sort of thing. But I wanted to put some classical Latin in a rock song. So that's my first challenge. The next challenge was to use my singing that I did for my student and I did in that video as the basis for part of this song. So no, not re-record it, but use the existing bit, which means timing and the key. So again, challenging. Now, actually, I've got the sheet music in front of me. Right. Circle of fifths. I haven't got it in my head. So in the chat, those who know one flat, what is that? Major? Can't remember off the top of my head, but that's okay. So I've got to do it in the same key and for at least part of the song for that, or it could become some dissonance in the track. But it's 12/8 timing, which is beautiful, and it's at 61.5 beats per minute for that bit. Now, I could overlay that into other things, and I could also do double time for part of the other song and then change the timing and change the tempo and all that sort of thing. So there's a little bit of a challenge for me there, but I really want to do this. And look, it probably will go longer than Rocktober. I'm focusing on the video for my Songtember song. I am grateful. I've forgotten the title already. See, I've just pushed it right out of my brain. But yeah, so that's the reason for this. Oh, the other main reason for this song too is more of a self-therapy type of thing. It's coming up to next month, almost to the day. It's coming up to a year since my mother passed away, and while I want to celebrate her life, I also want to, as a self-therapy sort of process, I actually flew to Adelaide to be there for the last few days, but it was quite traumatic, really, and horrific, looking after someone with who was basically in the last hours and days of life with terminal cancer. So it was quite distressing, and a couple of family members and myself were looking after her 24/7, and only with minimal nursing support. Because I've previously worked as a carer, we were looking after her 24/7, including administering medication, and that was horrible, pretty much. So that's what this song's all about. It's all about letting go, but not only for someone who is continuing their life, but for someone whose life is ending. That you both have to let go. And that was, a challenging time. But I want this to be not too much of a downer, but just a way of expressing that, wow, sometimes it's not as pleasant as one might think it might be. But that release of it's finally over is such a good thing too. Bad but good. So this is a tricky song for me to do, but I really want to do it, and I think heavy metal is the only way to go. It's not a ballad. It's not something nice. It's dark and heavy and so far removed from the unicorns and rainbows of I Am Grateful. So far removed from that. Anyway, let's have a look at what I've got in Cakewalk. I've got some bits, and that's all I've got for now. I'll play you this. This is just the piano lines in I don't know, whatever piano I picked at the time when I did it for my video, of Lacrimosa by Mozart. And all it is the alto part and the soprano part. And that's all I'm going to add to the piece is me singing the alto and soprano part. So I've only got my voice for the alto, but I've got if I can press the right buttons and the right things, here we go. So you should be able to hear, let me know if you can hear the piano in the sound, that would be lovely in the live chat. So that's the piano part. And then if I add my voice in there as well, it's not the best, but who cares? And all I'm going to add is my vocals, but you can hear the lovely tones. Oh, thanks, Jade. You can hear the lovely tones. So that's what I want to do, but I'm not afraid to mish it, mash it, break it all up, change it into all sorts of weird and wonderful things to fit the song that I want it to sound like. So this is something that I came up with a while back, and I make no excuses. It's crap. This was recorded on my phone and I've just dragged it in so I've got something to refer to as I'm writing the song. So this is what I sort of came up with. It's humming and stuff. So it's got that real drone, death march type, droll sort of sound, and I want that to be part of it. Goes. I haven't heard this recording for a little bit. I just sort of dragged it in off my phone a little while ago, really. But yeah, so we'll listen to the rest of it. I hold your hand, we walk along through the valley of death, and I hold on. We walk side by side through the dark. I'll be your guide, but soon I'll move on. You have to do the rest on your own, all alone. So I'll move on and let go. That's it. So that's as much as I've got so far, other than I've then put into the template here, I've put in a tempo change and a key change, a tempo and timing change. So I thought about going from 12/8 to 6/8. That doesn't work. It needs to be a count of 4. So I thought, look, just go straight to 4/4. So that transition for me is going to be a bit challenging, but I think I know how to work it. And so all I've got so far are drums. And I've just pulled in a drum track and set up my template and everything for that. I'm using addictive drums because I love addictive drums, and I still haven't got Ellie. I'm thinking about that. I don't know yet. But I've got where is it? Got this one. So I've got the metal drums, and look, I like these more. I've used them quite a bit, and I reckon the best part about that is the graphics here. It looks amazing. So, it just looks really cool, especially when they're playing. So let's see if I can actually get it to play. And of course it won't while I've got other things soloed, will it? No, that's right. So let's take those off. Pepcac, right here, Pepcac. Ah, dear. That's it. So I'm thinking, with that drum beat, there's going to be this, I haven't come up with a lot of lyrics yet, but it's all about I think the theme of the song is all about almost a crisis of faith. You think you've got life all worked out, and then the poop hits the fan in a big way, and your whole life is turned upside down, and you've got to reevaluate everything. That pretty much is what happened to me a year ago. So I'm going to put all of that into a 3-minute song. And what I'm thinking of is similar to a cross between Nightwish, Evanescence, and Sabaton. So, high standards. We'll be fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate one of these tracks because it's just got a piano on there, and that's really easier than I put in New Contact 7 today and I haven't worked out how to use it yet. Let's not go there. I worked in IT. Who knew? It's just easier to drag and drop and duplicate things. I don't think Mike watches my videos. It's best not to. He'll go, really? Keeonra watched all of my tutorial videos and she still can't do this? Anywho, that's okay. Oh, no. I'm so bad at this. Let's just chuck something in there. There we go. Let's put a different colour and let's just call it piano. And there we go. And we can just noodle because I've had dinner, so it's okay. But noodles are nice. Why have I got Neutron for? Oh, no, I don't need that on. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's get rid of that for now. Or turn it off. There we go. So you can see I've created this mess from other bits that I've previously done. So I've got to be careful of what's there and what's not. And I'm just going to go to the end over here and start doing something and record something at some point of a track, which reminds me, I do need to find out just quickly. Okay, see, I did learn all my music theory in high school, but yeah, F major, that makes sense. Yep. There's no, yeah. All right. So I think it's F major, or what's the relative minor? is a relative minor? Really? D minor. That probably sounds about right. Is it? Oh, I reckon it's F. Okay. We can work with that. We can work with that. All right. So let's take a look. I have a key. Here's one. Here are my clicky bits below. It's my piano. Oh. That's not very loud. Let's turn the piano up. What piano have I got? Ah, I've got Noir. Noir. Very nice. There we go. See, I always revert back to the piano, don't I? That's true. But, do what you know. Do what you do. Oh, and Ricky, I did think of you, and I always think of you now with the kick drum. It's got to be a big kick, doesn't it? Talking about drums. But I do like addictive drums. They're very nice. Okay. So I need a melody. I need a melody for my song. And whilst that recording I did a while back of me doing humming and doodaring and things is like, I might try something else. Ah, you start with piano too, Ricky. Nice. Yeah, look, you got to go with what you know. And I think it was in Pete John's Studio Live today, said in one of his videos that he always starts with the guitar. And I think it's you just start what you're most comfortable with, I think. And, for me at school, it was, while I was waiting for the singing teacher, it was sit and practice. And I only played in my right hand. I only need one to bash one note at a time. So, yes, that's what I did, is sit at the piano. All right. So for an F major, I want to be deep and gravelly at the start. So I'm thinking intro would be strings and that sort of thing, and then it'll be the lacrimosa over the beginning. Yeah, this is harder than I thought. Okay, so if we go, because I'd like to be able to build on chords, but I'm never that good either. More practice, 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 practice. All right, so let's think about this. To be able. Yeah, I'm just going to record stuff, because that way you never know, and I can just shove things around and all the rest of it. I'm just made myself heaps of room up here, and just let's see what happens. Let's start at the beginning of a bar. That's crazy enough to work, That'll do. And let's record some stuff, and then I can play around with it. And who knows, by next week, it might look a little bit better than this. Here's hoping. No, that's the wrong note. think I've got something that kind of works. I have no idea. But, you know, you got to start somewhere. And I want to make sure that the start of the song, so it's probably more along the lines of what's going to be in the verse. I want something low and gravelly and grovelly. Grovelly, that's a bad word. Low and haunting and that sort of thing. So it's kind of appropriate for Halloween coming up as well, but that's okay. All right. So let's listen back to what that sounds like. Too long a note, so I want it more quicker. That was a wrong note. That's too happy. I think I might have to look at putting this in a minor key. Yeah, relative minor. I think I've got something towards the end here. Oh, look, that ending couldn't be more cliche if I tried, could it? Oh, no. Songwriting blunders, if ever I saw them. Let's have a look at this then, shall we? Oh, dear. Yeah, look, the beginning bit, too slow and stuff. But that could work with the other bits. It's interesting when you're writing a song, I found how so much is being played on a stage in your own head, and you can hear it without hearing it, but you can just imagine it so much of what instruments, what it would sound like, and all the rest of it. And then you go to actually create that, and it doesn't happen. And it's like, I just want to be able to pour out of the top of my head all the stuff I want and just put it over there, put it in. That's an art in itself, really, isn't it? Okay. All right. So, look, I do like bits of it. I think there's from about here on, it's not too bad. That went too high. I don't want to go too high. One of the things that I've discovered when I was doing Song Timber is to create the song that is better suited for my voice. And I have a really, really big range. I've got about 3 octaves I can sing. But I wrote that song right in the middle of gear change. So I'm going from head tone, chest tone, head tone, chest tone, head tone, chest tone the whole time. And it just was hard work. So I don't want to do that again. Do the chest tone, do low bits, and then get higher for the final chorus and that sort of thing. So I'm mapping out and writing songs differently, which is an interesting way that my brain's sort of working. At least I know it's working. That's handy. yeah, it's not a total piece of poo. Let's just get rid of that because that's so crap. So let's get rid of that. And look, this high bit at the start, let's get rid of that. Just, you're all wrong. Actually, no, I might keep this bit. I might use that bit for something else. No. So I'll get rid of I don't want to go that high. So shorter. And then something else. That's cool. We've got our first motif. Moo cowbell. If you like this video, let's just do the segue now. If you're watching the replay, hit the like button and the subscribe, the clicky bits below, and ring the cowbell. Just because it's no longer Songtember doesn't mean we're going to neglect the cowbell. I had a good night's sleep last night. You'd think I would have recovered from Songtember by now. No, not so much. Or maybe I'm just this crazy anyway. Dear, let's listen to this again because I think there's something that's okay with this bit. I think I've got a little bit of a start here. I think it's a bit slow. I think I might speed it up a little bit and getting the bar. You can tell I can't play piano. I play with MIDI all the time. It's sad. I really like syncopated rhythms. I don't know what it is about me. I just do syncopation all the time. Yeah, no, that works. Yeah, that needs to be brought in. Scoochie over. No, even I'm falling asleep to that. That needs to be brought in. There, and you go to there. And we've got one motif. I think we've got something. That sounds okay. All right. There's a note over here. You're gone. Delete. All right, and then something in the middle which was just way too high. Let's get rid of you. I don't think I want you anymore. It's not you, it's me. And then I've got bits over here. Let's listen to the other bits and see if we've got a second theme or motif. what I'm going to do with all of that. And get rid of it. Yay! How refreshing is that? Because it was a piece of poo. It didn't work. So I've got one motif here. Didn't like it, just didn't work. I could have tried to make it work, but I would have been unhappy the entire time. So let's not go there. I think it's best if it's not working, don't try and push it. All right. So how are we going in the chat there? Are we having fun? Am I that? I'm that. It's gone quiet, I can tell. My kids say I'm boring and old-fashioned. They don't believe that I actually know things like memes and stuff. I'm not that old. Well, I don't think I am anyway. All right. So let's take a look at this, shall we? Let's see if we can come up with something else as a motif. We've gone a bit lower. And I think that would work for a verse or an intro or something to the start of the song. After that, not sure. Let's take a look, see what we can come up with. Before I record it, I'm just going to play it a little bit and see what I can come up with. Da, 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 Oh, and here we go. I don't know why it doesn't. I think it's keyboard. Anyway, it's all good. I don't want to go too high. That sounds interesting. That sounds... I think I could work with that. Get some stencils in there and make it really sound weird. The only description, really. It's okay. Let's just record some stuff and see what happens and see if we can come up with something that works. And then I've got something to go on and have something a little bit further progressed for next week. Alrighty. Just completely wrong and broken, and just let's get rid of that and let's try this again, but with better, more better stuff, I guess. All right. So, let's see. Want let's keep it simple. I like that. That's good. Yep. Let's. That kind of works. And while I was playing that, I couldn't hear the metronome anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, I turn the metronome down for tracking while I'm recording vocals, and then when I forget to turn it up, and then I can't hear it. That's okay. Hearing's overrated. It's down here. Here's one I prepared earlier. That's where it is. Here it is. Hello. So I've got that bit and I've got that bit. So I've got two bits now, collective bits of lots of little bits. So let's listen to this bit and see if I've got, I think, something that might work. Timing's all wrong, but that's okay. There you go. I think I've done it and got something. No, let's just leave it at that. I've got something. And you know what we do now? Save. Just save it. Look, it's bits. It's a bit of piano tune. It's a recording of me previously singing in Latin and a very old classical piece. I've got a drum beat in there. I've got a timing change from 12/8 at 61.5 beats per minute, changing to 4/4 at, I think, what was the tempo change here? Sorry, I need to look over it. 99 was the beats that I dragged in here, so I just changed the timing to 99 to match it. So I like that one. That might change. That's okay. I did actually spend some time, again, watching Mike's videos. I spent a lot of my time doing that and setting up the whole drum map and all of that sort of thing. If I can, it won't show me, will it? Because I'm not at the right bit. There we go. So I've got the whole drum map set up for the whole addictive drums in there, so I can play with those to my heart's content. And then I've got, I've put it into folders. I haven't put the icons on yet. I haven't color coded it yet. We're really, really at the start. So, look, I've saved it. We're all good. And let's go back to here so I can talk to you and say thank you for joining me in this muddle of mashup noodling stuff. It's Rocktober. I use the term loosely. I always use the term Rocktober. It stems from a radio station in Adelaide about 40 odd years ago. It used to have Battle of the Bands, and I wasn't a part of that, but someone I knew close to me was part of that. And yeah, October has always been Rocktober to me. So to start a start a rock song in Rocktober is kind of cool. That's the direct. I've got the foundation. I've got the foundation for a song, and I think, if anything, that's a good starting place. So look, thank you for joining me. If you're watching the replay, yeah, Jade, I think, a lot of radio stations do the whole Rocktober thing. I mean, it's a thing. I mean, Rocktober, who wouldn't use that term? It's great. It's awesome. Look, thank you. And thank you, Ricky and Jade, to participating in the live chat. Others who popped into live, thank you for joining me. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't, because I plan to do these every week just to say good day, and you can see my process, and it's my process. It's noodling, it's playing around, it's having a bit of fun, it's doing stuff. Hopefully there'll be some music that comes out of this. I'll put it into some sort of order, but I think I've got a couple of motifs. I've got all my stuff there in one file. I'll take a break. I might not look at it for a few days and then come back to it with fresh eyes, fresh brain, fresh ears. I used that in one of my videos. That was funny. I'm going to use that term, fresh eyes, fresh brain, fresh ears. I think that's a good way to look at writing music when you're looking at things like that. So look, thanks everyone. And if this is similar to your songwriting process, then leave a comment below and let me know. Any comments you want to throw my way about improving. Look, there'll be many comments about improving. It's a start. It's a start. I know what I've got in my head happening. I'm going to go listen to a lot of music. Listening is a good thing. All right. Well, on that happy note, until then and a bit more, thank you all, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.